A developmental psychologist studying 1,200 infants made a discovery so uncomfortable, most parenting books still refuse to print it. A baby's brain on a father is neurologically unfinished without him. Let us start with something that surprises almost every parent who hears it. When a baby interacts with their father, their brain activates differently than it does with their mother. Not worse, not less. Differently. Those are two completely different neural pathways being built, and your baby needs both of them. Researchers spent decades studying only mothers in early infant development, treating fathers mostly as support figures. But when scientists began studying fathers directly, the findings were remarkable. Your baby is not waiting for you to do what mom does better. They are waiting for you to show up as exactly who you are. So what does that actually look like in practice? The first thing your baby genuinely needs from you is your voice. Not performance, not narration, just your voice talking to them. Research has found that babies whose fathers speak to them regularly develop language skills faster than those who do not. Why? Because a father's voice has a different pitch, a different rhythm, a different pattern of speech, and the baby's brain is literally mapping human communication. That map needs variety to be complete. Talk to your baby about anything. Your day, what you are watching, what you are thinking. Every word you say is wiring something in that tiny brain that nothing else can wire in quite the same way. The second thing your baby needs from you is to be played with. Not supervised, not watched from a couch, actually played with. Studies consistently show that fathers engage in what researchers call activation play. Physical, unpredictable, slightly adventurous play. Tossing a baby up and catching them, making unexpected sounds, introducing a moment of excitement before the safe resolution. Babies respond to this with a completely different kind of joy. And beyond the joy, something deeper is happening. Your baby is learning that surprises exist in the world and that they can survive them. They are learning to handle the edge between exciting and overwhelming. They are building emotional regulation and courage at a neurological level. Every time you play with your baby that way, you are preparing them for a world that will not always be comfortable or predictable. Now here's the one that most fathers never hear. Talked about openly. Your baby needs to see you love their mother. Not a performance, not dramatic gestures, but the quiet, everyday kindness that babies register long before they have words for it. A baby is constantly scanning their environment for information about how the world operates. When they watch their father speak gently to their mother, help without being asked, offer warmth without a reason, something is recorded in their nervous system at a level deeper than thought. They are building a foundational belief about whether the world is safe and whether relationships can be trusted. You are teaching that lesson not with words, but with every ordinary moment they observe you. Your baby also needs your physical presence, and presence means something specific. It does not mean being in the same room while your phone holds your attention. It means being emotionally available, face to face, fully there. Research on paternal presence found that the quality of a father's engaged attention during the first year is one of the strongest predictors of a child's emotional intelligence years later. Not the quantity of hours in the house, the quality of real connection. Brief and completely present beats long and distracted every single time. Here is something else no one says enough. Your baby needs your emotions. Not your stoic strength, your real feelings. When a father suppresses every emotion around his baby, the baby notices. They register that one of the two most important people in their world seems to have no inner life. That is confusing to a developing nervous system, but a father who laughs fully, who shows tenderness openly, who expresses love out loud, that father is teaching his child what being a full human being actually looks like. Showing emotion is not weakness. It is one of the most powerful things you can model. And for any father struggling with the fact that fatherhood did not feel instantly natural, hear this. You are not broken. For many men, the deep consuming love of parenthood builds slowly through contact, through repetition, through the weight of accumulated moments, early mornings and late nights, and every ordinary interaction in between. You are not behind. You are exactly where so many fathers are. And the love is already growing whether you feel it completely yet or not. I've linked a resource in the description that I think you'll find really helpful. At the center of all of this is one truth that matters more than any technique or tip. Your baby does not need a perfect father. They need a consistent one. They need someone who keeps showing up, who tries again after getting it wrong, who stays engaged, who keeps choosing to be present every day. That consistency, that repetition of ordinary moments, The bedtimes and bath times and weekend mornings with nothing special happening builds something in your baby that researchers are still working to fully measure. It tells them, without a single word, that they matter enough for someone to stay. You are not a supporting character. You are one of the two most important people your baby is trying to understand. Your voice is shaping their language. Your play is building their resilience. Your presence is forming their emotional intelligence. Your love is becoming part of how they see the world. If this reached you, share it with a father who needs to hear it. Leave a comment and subscribe. Because what your baby knows before they have words for it is one of the most important stories there is. They are watching you. And every time you show up, they are becoming more of who they were meant to be. Please subscribe so we can help your family grow together.